Good morning, good morning. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another live session, Stock Sniper Trading. We're starting a bit early today, okay? Gonna try to catch some nice 8 a.m., 8:30 moves. All right, it's currently my time 7:33. All right, Nicholas, you kill me, man. I was actually finishing up some paperwork here and stuff like that. So, guys, but in the description, okay, just say this on every call. Guys, we're not financial advisors, okay? So all we're doing is providing free technical and fundamental analysis. All right, so any trades taken, if you're not familiar with trading or anything like that, make sure you consult with someone like that first, just to be, on the safe side for your own due diligence, okay? So guys, but as you can see, we are currently on gold on the daily, all right? I'm going to, guys, just start charting. All right, I want to get really down to business. A lot of people are wanting to get into gold. I know a lot of the members are trading gold right now. US 30 had a massive breakout. Um, you can see US 30 going very, very bullish from yesterday. And it's approaching that key area, where we talk about these zones. That should obviously be red, obviously for supply, but you can see this is where we're currently trading in US 30. Okay, so I think we're gonna get some nice moves on US 30 and probably gold today. So let's just wait and see. But with that being said, guys, let's get down to business and chart some gold. All right. So, guys, if there's any questions or anything, I'll get back to you as much as I possibly can. But for the time being, let's roll. All right. So we know that gold, similar last few days, guys, last few, like even since last week, daily demand. Okay. You can see that we have a mini demand zone starting to form in this area right here. All right. So I would actually draw a nice little area around here too. Okay. A little bit lower, probably at the bottom of this wick. All right. Just to show that they made a nice little bounce. Okay. And now they're trying to walk up. Most likely try to fill this big bearish engulfing candlestick. All right. So what's happening is they're having this retest, trying to push it up, but they're getting rejected currently from the top of the wick, roughly around 1782 area. Okay, so you can see that when we start to drop this down to the lower time frames, all right, you'll be able to notice this a little more efficiently. Okay, so let's gather another key zone right up here. Okay, and obviously this is above. Okay, maybe tighten this up a little bit. We get some bodies here. Okay, now this is higher supply. All right, most likely you want to do the bodies and the wicks. All right, but you can also see that, and before this structure, if we make it up here for the daily supply, which I will change this. Okay, give me 1 second here. I just want you to keep in mind that there is some consolidative structure right in this area, roughly around 1790 to 1789, all the way up to 1798, roughly 1800 area. Okay, we were trading this before, and this previous wick was currently rejected right near current supply, which had this nice sell. All right. All right. So you can see what it is looking overall structure right here. Currently going to grab the top of the daily wick right now. I'm going to use white. All right. So white, keep in mind, guys. White is going to be from daily, 4 hour, hourly, and anything under that is going to be baby blue. All right. And then we obviously have a nice rejection at this bearish engulfing candlestick currently right here. Okay. Just tighten this up to the bottom of this wick. And then from the daily, we're going to drop it down to the 4 hour. All right. So this is currently gold now in the 4 hour. I'm going to keep this chart. Most likely you can see how I've always kept my DXY for a long time. I don't really like changing. Whenever I do my chart in the morning, I leave it for the day. I'll update it basically with, key support and resistance areas, but majority of the time my charts stay. Okay. Okay. So, all right, you can start to see top wick roughly at 1787. All right. Guys, gold better than crypto? That's a good question. Crypto will be very volatile. You just got to remember, crypto, guys, the spreads are very, very high. So it's a good thing to actually know right away, guys. What is everyone's spread on gold currently? What are you guys trading? What are your current spreads? There's about 323 people on here. All right. So let's just wait and see what everyone's saying here. All right. Okay, so you can start to see here that some of these people are starting to comment in terms of spreads, commissions, and stuff like that. So if you're wondering what a current spread is maybe around, you know what I mean, the world in terms of what other people are trading, just take a look at the chat currently, okay? So I'm not going to crowd this chart too much. I noticed yesterday my charts were very crowded when I went back and review it. And guys, I always review pretty much every video that I do, okay? It's good to review simply to see if you can try to make yourself a little bit better and to see how you can make the stream better, all right? And I definitely noticed yesterday that there was basically a lot of it was very crowded, so maybe people were having some trouble, you know, checking the chart out, looking for potential price flags. So for today, I'm planning on keeping this very simple, very efficient, and not using too much. Okay, so since we're under the 30-minute, we're going to use baby blue. Okay, you can see that gold is currently trying to break bullish here. Okay, it's 7:40. All right, so we can see if 8 o'clock is going to have a nice move, which will be the new hourly candle. All right, this is the 200 exponential moving average. We do have a 9 EMA. We have a 9 EMA that I'll be putting on a little bit later. Okay, I just want to make sure we get this down charted so we're good to go. All right, so from the 30-minute, we're going to drop down to the 15. And guys, here's a tip for everyone. Mondays and Fridays can be considered trap days. A lot of traders, they're not really even trading Mondays or Fridays. All right. They usually trade Tuesdays all the way until, you know what I mean, Thursday. And a lot of times they will take Friday off. All right. Not everyone. Obviously, everyone loves trading different days. We remember last week we had a nice Friday moves and stuff like that. So we just got to make sure that we're being patient and we're waiting. But like I said, Tuesdays to Thursdays are a bit better in terms of actual trading itself. All right. So when we drop it from the 15, we're now going to drop it down to the 5. All right. Is anybody in any gold trades right now? Currently, is anyone in any gold trades? If you are, where do you see this projection going for gold? Do you think gold is going to go bullish, or do you think it's going to go into bearish direction? What are your guys' thoughts? All right. I like asking people and stuff like that. It's good to get feedback. All right. What's up, Abdulaziz, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything's going good over where you are. Just want to give you a shout out. All right, so there's currently 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. All right, we did miss a little bit of a bounce right here at 1775. All right, it's now made a nice push to the upside here. You can see that they had a nice ignited candle right here. This candle alone was roughly 16 pips, okay, maybe 13 minus your spreads and commissions. So you can see that it's a very ignited bullish candle, but we are fighting an overall downtrend right here in terms of the 5-minute. Let's check out the 15-minute. All right, this is what the 15-minute looks like. We were just trading it, or sorry, we were just charting it. So you can see, made a nice push movement. All right, kind of made some consolidative structure, clear as day. Okay, I'm going to change this now to a neutral because we don't know exactly if this can be pushed through or if it's actually going to just be, you know, stay as supply. With that is the case, price can come up in this area and get rejected and start going bearish yet again. All right. So guys, if you are looking at what everyone's doing in terms of where people are at and trading and different things, you can start to see that in the chat box and everything, people have been trading gold. They've been in both probably buying and selling, scalping in and out of it. Okay, so currently on this 5-minute candle, the next candle, which was previous to this ignited candle, so the current candle we're on, is attempting to break that 1780 area. Okay, 1780.4, 1780 point, you know, 1780. Okay, roughly in this area right here. But you can see now that there is some top wick starting to form, maybe getting a little bit of selling pressure starting to come in. All right, so remember, it's only 7:43. Let's wait until this minute candle closes. There is about a minute and 15. All right, so if this is going to continue, it's probably most likely going to look at getting in this area, which is previous consolidative structure. All right, if it comes in here, you can see what happened previously. It just consolidated, push, and you had a bunch of consolidation is barcode, so just basically sideways movement. All right, it's in a range, it's not in a rally. All right, we're currently in a little bit of a bullish rally here on the 5 minute. All right, but if we push up in here and get this consolidation, then it's going to be in sideways trading, which is in a range. All right. All right, give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to drop the link in the other group here just for people. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, so you can see now gold is currently pushing up. There's 3 seconds left on this current candle, and the next candle will be opening. All right, so here is your next candle. It's breaking and it's retesting, trying to hold support at that 1780.3 mark. You can see initially it's turning very bearish. All right, and we have to keep in mind, this is why we're not looking at jumping the gun right now. The buy was down here, currently bouncing off. That's the low, which is 1770, roughly 1776. All right, and in anywhere in this previous structure, you can see that it's been sold off. So now there's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. You can see that they're forming a little bit of a bottom wick. All right, so this could be a retest, and we're going to wait and see if this is actually going to start to hold here, or if it's going to start to fold. All right, so what we're looking for potentially is this consolidative structure. I think that price is going to come up in this area right here before making its next move. All right, it can consolidate, you know what I mean, do its thing before making either rejection, all right, or it can start to continue in a bullish direction. All right, hopefully that makes some little bit of sense. But again, I just want to wait and see how price is actually going to trade. Okay, so this is a consolidative structure. Remember, I was just telling you this. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the top of this candle as a target area. All right, and the reason why I'm doing this is I want to add an alert here. Okay, so guys, if you have TradingView, you're allowed a few alerts. All right, the premium version, you're allowed multiple alerts. All right, so that's the one we currently have. It's one of the best things in terms of alerts, in terms of letting you know where market structure currently is. So it's really important that if you guys are liking that, to look into actually grabbing maybe TradingView. Okay, and then obviously if we're going to go bearish, we're going to add an alert right here. All right, so but in this situation right now, all right, because it's 7:47, the next 13-14 minutes, you might want to hold off on taking anything just until we see this next hourly candle open, which is 8. All right, 8 a.m. You always want to make sure you're seeing what's going on the hourly. So if we looked at maybe trading from 7, you know, you can see that around 7 o'clock, new hourly candle open, 7:15, it was bullish, and it's had the continuation. All right, for the last maybe 20-25 minutes, it's been in a constant bullish rally. All right, but now 2 minutes left, approaching 8 o'clock, it could be best for everyone to just wait and hold tight before getting our next move in. All right, so just checking this 1 second, guys. Okay, perfect. Just checking the live chat. Guys, we are currently in Canada right now. That is where we're from. All right, so we're in Eastern Standard Time. All right, so you can see there's about 1 minute and 44 seconds left. All right, you can see that they're getting a bottom wick trying to continue pushing up, but they're getting nice little resistance starting to form, and you can see that where they're getting resistance is this previous structure right here, roughly at 1780.5. All right, and let's go check out US 30. We have our alerts set. All right, I trade a lot of US 30. All right, you can see it's made a nice little bullish rally here too. Now we have some possible sell-off structure starting to form. All right, so let's go down for the daily. This is US 30. Okay, there we go. All right, so take a look at US 30. Remember I told you the consolidative structure that we're approaching. Okay, 1 second here, my bad. All right, this is what we're looking at trading right now. See, so this is on the daily US 30. All right, daily US 30. You guys have a question about what we do for our members here. We do 4 Tokyo sessions per week, private Zoom. We do 3 London sessions per week and 2 webinars per week. Okay. Plus, on top of that, trade ideas, and we have a live group chat where everyone can kind of chat within the group. Okay. All right. So, guys, if this is the area, if it's neutral, currently you can see what we're trading in. Every time we come in this, guys, what area is this that we're trading in? What is this? Is it supply or demand? Which one is it, guys? Where are we approaching right on the daily? Okay, guys, I want you guys to answer this stuff. It's very important for you guys to learn. All right. I know a lot of people might know this already, but there's a lot of people who might not. So this should be red. Okay, because we are in a current supply area. All right. So the top we're currently trading at is the top of this wick. You can see it. We're gonna have to change this to white. All right. You can see now 35422 is it where it's currently getting rejected. If we dive right in, the wick has pierced above this current closes candle, so it's roughly the next area that if it continues will be the top of this wick right here. All right. Okay. Perfect, guys. Guys, if you're looking at any kind of broker, we use Fusion Markets depending on where you're at in the world. They definitely accept international. The only unfortunate thing is they don't accept US or Ontario clients, okay? And if you guys have any questions about that, just give me 1 second here. Guys, if you have questions about supply and demand, guys, that's what the membership is for, obviously. If not, you can do your own research and stuff like that. All right, so guys, Fusion Markets right here on our website is the broker that we do use, so you can check them out, okay? All right, and then we have a current. All right, I'm charting this to hold this chart probably for a day or so. So that's why I'm getting all the areas down in here. US 30, it could potentially get down here depending on the news. But I know you guys are like, why is he charting down there? It's just because I'm going to hold these charts and just update them pretty much, every few hours on the same chart, okay? So you can see I looked at really low structure, okay? Like very, very low. We're not even close to trading it. Just remember this, all right? Guys, and if you're worried about gold, we have alerts forming on gold, so don't worry about that. We'll be ready. We'll hear them. We'll see them. All right. So this is US 30 on the 4-hour. Okay, so we're currently in this structure right here, starting to form. I want to add on my 9 just to show you guys what we're using. All right, so remember US 30 is starting to form a little bit of bearish divergence on a little bit of a lower time frame. Let's see if it's actually going to be forming the same thing on the higher time frame, which it's currently not, but US 30 is heavily overextended. It's currently at 75. All right, so just keep this in mind when we're trading. All right, okay, add alert on RSI. Okay, so guys, when I draw this right up here, you can see it was once previous resistance, all right? And this candle currently broke through here, all right, opened up, retested, and now we're looking like this current candle is trying to break, but it's getting a little resistance at the top wick, okay? So if we drop it from the 4-hour now down to the hourly, make sure we tighten everything up here. It's very important that we do this. Okay, just to keep a clean chart. You saw how messy charts can get yesterday, especially if it gets choppy. Okay, that's one thing you got to keep in mind, especially if it gets choppy. All right. So look at this ignited candle here on the hourly. Guys, if we were trading US 30 a little bit earlier, we could have caught that. That candle alone was almost 90, 100 pips. All right. You can start to see now that they're forming a top wick, getting rejected at the high at 35465. All right, they haven't completely engulfed or came down and annulled this current candle previously, but you can see that they're starting to form that top wick, and we're going to see if now it's starting to get a little bit of selling pressure or it come back down and start to retest the 35347 area. Okay, so in terms of this, what we're going to do is break it now to the 30. Okay, 30-minute time frame. You can see now a lot more structure is starting to appear, right, in terms of resistance, support, different areas like that. All right. It's really the current resistance and support we have forming. You can see right across the board was acting as nice resistance here. All right, and you tighten it up. It's at the bottom of this current candle here, and you can see top wick pushing down, holding under the 9. All right, as soon as it broke up, retested and held, and that's where you're getting this ignited candle starting to form, 3-bar play. Okay. Guys, if you don't have US 30, make sure you check out Dow Jones DIJ. There's a lot of different names that this is currently called. A lot of people, they do have it, they're just not too familiar with the names, which that's totally okay. But make sure you're just checking it, and if you don't really have it, then you know what I mean, it's tough. Then just look to trade gold or stick with the crypto like you're currently doing. Okay. Okay, so you can start to see right across the board. Now we have a nice little area here. As soon as we came up here, we sold off, held support finally, and now we're starting to work our way up. Okay, just give me 1 sec here. I need to go back on the hourly for 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay. So the current body close right there, you can see now that was where the ignited candle, I tried to break it down. If you break it down in terms of right here, all right, you can see they pushed up, ignited candle, all right, tried to break, held support here, bottom wick, pushed it back up, and that's what continued with the ignited. All right, now you can see that this current candle is starting to form. There's still 2 minutes left here, but it's starting to form some engulfing different patterns. All right, there is a bottom wick, okay, which would be a top wick because it is bearish. So just keep this in mind. All right. Okay. So I trapped the top wick and the bottom wick here. You can see when we drop down to the 15, these candles will break and change different directions. So you can see they pushed it up, was rejected, all right, and now it's starting to sell off here, trying to break through this overall support and then trying to test that 9 EMA. All right. Keep in mind we are in supply, which is daily supply. Okay, daily supply. All right. So from the 15, we're going to drop now down to the 5. And now you can start to see this is where we're trading at. All right, a little bit below here, finding a nice little bounce. Okay, so that's why it's nice to always make sure you're tightening this up. Oh, sorry guys, blue. Before making your next moves. Okay, so look, rejected, trying to retrace here, a little pullbacks, broke below the 9. We're now going to see if it's going to hold below here or if it's actually going to continue and push to the upside. Okay, so this is US 30. Finding good support here, now trying to walk up. All right, you can see why I keep this on here. The 9, it acts as support and resistance. You see how it's bouncing on the rally, bouncing here, touched, kissed, and became ignited, bounced here and continued. As soon as it started to break below, we're going to wait and see now if we're going to actually get a continuation, or if it's going to break back up and start to retest this actual area up in this 35446. Okay. Okay. So we have key areas set now. Add an alert right here, US 30, and we're going to add an alert right here on US 30. Okay. So there's 1 minute left here. All right, till the new hourly candle opens. Let's flip back to gold for all the gold diggers here. This is why you're waiting, guys. You start to see what I'm saying here. It's pushing, it's trying to push, it's pulling back, it's trying to push. Now it's kind of barcoding. Here's the new candle, 8 a.m. All right, this is the hourly candle, new hourly open candle. All right, so you can see now it's potentially okay, just make it neutral here. You can see that we had some consolidative structure here that broke through, and now we're forming roughly the same area. Okay, so gold, you can start to see now is starting to flip. It bounced, found good support, trying to break through here, but getting rejected. All right, so let's take a look. And I know I can keep this on my chart. Everyone keeps telling me that, but I want you guys to understand that I do it just in case people can't see. So gold is continuing bullish here. Let's see if it's only the first minute of the hourly candle. All right, so as you can see, the first minute is trying to break out. It is above the 50 mark on the RSI. All right, so that's a nice little tip for you guys that are signing on too. If it's below, you can see it's starting to be selling pressure. As soon as it breaks above the 50 on the RSI, you can see it's continuing. All right, so look for it. We have an alert set right up here at the high, 1782. So if it's going to continue, you can start to see it starting to push here. Okay, look for a retest. Okay, and then a continuation trying to hit the actual target itself. If it happens, another retest, then we're going to look like we can start walking up. Okay, this is in a bullish direction. All right, we do have an alarm set here. Now, however, if it starts to get rejected at this area right here, 1781.5, which it has done previously, you can see they broke it down. They tried to retest and continue bullish, but it was rejected. All right, you can see if I move this up just to show you, key resistance right here. They broke below the 9. All right, held below this support here, was rejected, and then continued to hold below the 9, and then you're getting your selling pressure. All right, so hopefully that makes a little sense. So that's what we're currently trading. Just be aware of that. Just be aware. All right. So 2 minutes left here. The first 15 minutes of each open is definitely a good way to determine the trend. So you can start to see it is trying to get the current ignited power to push, but it's not really breaking to the upside yet. Okay, there's still 2 minutes left to roughly 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. And if it does break, okay, you'll start to see this start to curl here. All right. You'll start to see it curl down, start to retest this area, maybe sideways trade for a little bit, and then if it breaks, it'll have a continuation if it's going to go bearish for the RSI. If that happens, all right, you can see that where we're currently trading, it would end up breaking roughly the 9, start selling off, and start testing this previous structure right here. But it's not. It's currently going bullish, all right, and the only reason why it's continuing is just because around this 7 o'clock a.m., 7:15 candle, which started the current ignition. Okay. All right, so the overall target, if gold is going to continue, we have an alarm set roughly rate at 1782.53. Okay. When will we trade live Bitcoin again? Not too sure. Okay, Bitcoin is a little tough for people because of the spreads, especially how we trade. But we do a lot for our members. Usually it's once a weekend, but last weekend we took it off just because of family and stuff. But we do trade crypto for our members. All right. We are doing the New York Stock Exchange Open. I'm going to be streaming all the way until then, so we got another hour and a half about that. So definitely will be trading that. All right. So you can see gold is getting a little bit of rejection here. Okay, at that there's 34 seconds left. It's getting rejected at 1781. All right. Crypto, like I said, it's a really good thing to trade if you have a good broker and you have a good like I said spread from them. Okay, but if you don't, it's very difficult. Okay, so that's why it's really important for everyone to understand to just, if it's not for you, just maybe stay away. Okay, because it's very volatile. It does follow good technicals. Okay, so if anything changes and we do decide to do it, we'll let you know. All right, but next candle has currently opened. All right, it's flickering bullish and bearish. All right, currently getting rejected here, right out of the trap. Let's see if it's going to start to find some power, all right, in terms of the buyers, and then have that continuation. All right, just going to minimize my RSI here. Not a huge user of this all the time. All right, gold is trying to push. You can see it's making the next current candle that opened up. It's starting to get this push, but look at the current area that we're trading in. Remember, okay, now we're in heavy previous consolidative structure right here that bar coded. So push, pull, push, pull, push, pull before making its next move. All right, so that's why I'm saying just be a little bit cautious. We're not overextended just yet. All right, in terms of where we're at. If you're using an RSI, all right, but we are going into previous consolidative territory. All right. Let's check out US 30 for 1 second here. I want to see how this is trading, then we'll check out our DXY. All right. DXY is very important for you to use. All right. Especially if you're trading on high impact news days, you want to see if it's red or green, bullish or bearish before, making a potential entry in the trade. All right. So US 30 is trying to go bullish here again. You can start to see it's finding some support right here, trying to make the bounce. It's sideways trading, so you can see around the 9, but it's attempting to break above this previous resistance, and this previous resistance, which is this wick right here. All right. All right, you can see it is starting to form a little bit of a trend right there. All right, overall uptrend. So for it to sink, it's going to have to get rejected in this area right around here. You can see there's a lot of resistance, bearish engulfing candlestick. So then it would have to fall down through here. All right. All right. US 30 is it's overextended on higher time frame. All right. But that really has no impact. I'm telling you right now, these things can go as long or as short as they want. All right. Let's check out our DXY, what we're currently trading in. All right. So here we are. Okay. If you remember when we were trading before, all right, look at 94. Okay. I use this as my key indicator of where we're at currently in the market. All right. Every time we're trading, it's always been hovering around this area, but now look at how far we are away from it. We're currently at 93.595. All right. Make sure you understand how far we are, that this can continue, all right, going down. You just have to, this is all news driven, all right. It's all basically correlated to an extent. But when you're trading, always make sure you have key psychological numbers in your own head. It doesn't have to be the same ones as me. I have this yellow for a reason. All right. Anytime that price wants to get forward, you can see this 9,400 selling off, bouncing right in this area. drawn back to it, consolidating around it. Look at it, just up and down movement until now we're very distended below it. All right, so we're also very distended near the actual 200 moving average. So as soon as we're far away from this, okay, price can be drawn back to these moving averages. They're attracted to it, and we are very distended. So we can look for price if it's going to continue in this nice little bounce rally here. It's got to start to break these areas right here, 93.6, and especially this area right here, 93.665. All right. If this does this, this could start to form a trend reversal, all right, which would start turning this from lower highs and lower lows, which is a downtrend, into potential higher highs and higher lows. If that's the case, higher highs and higher lows look like this. All right, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so if we're looking to push back up, you can see that the 200 will be interfering with the potential movement here, but this is a classic trend in terms of the bullish direction. Okay, so whether it's going to go like that in terms of DXY, we actually have no idea. So it's always good to check your news. All right, so today, what do we currently have? It's 8:30 here, so we have some couple USD folders here, building permits, housing starts, not high impact news. All right, GU just had a decent Bailey speaks, so that was at 8:05, about 5 minutes ago. But you can see today we have FOMC meetings, all right, at 1:15 and 3. All right, so just be patient, and when you're trading these, just be careful that to always remember that there is news dropping. All right, so hopefully that makes sense a little bit on the DXY. Very key areas that we're starting to form. I can see a little bit of inverse head and shoulder forming here. Here's the shoulder. All right, if it's going to true play, so shoulder. Okay, we have a head here, have rejection, and have another shoulder here, which will be there, sorry. And then we're going to have a continuation movement to the upside if it's going to continue in bullish direction, okay? This should be really distended right over here, so it's kind of a little bit of an awkward head and shoulder. It's not really perfect, okay, but you can start to see that price may start to reverse, which could send gold potentially bearish if they're actually correlated, okay? Okay, that's not the right gold, sorry. Here's gold currently. Okay, so what currently happened on gold is they tried to push it up. The current wick was rejected, and it was pretty much rejected at the actual close of this current bearish engulfing candlestick here. So you can see that there's a lot of sellers in this previous in this structure that we're currently trading in. All right, so just keep this in mind, guys. I'm not going to trade GJ, so don't blow up the channel. Our admins will put you in timeout. All right, so look, here's the overall target, 1782. All right, if you got an initial breakout here with a bullish flag, okay, boom, sideways trading, and then we're going to continuation. We're going to see if it's actually going to start to hit 1782.5. All right. Guys, if you're asking questions and I don't get back to you, it's not that I'm not ignoring you, or if I'm ignoring you, gotta please understand that there are 1,000 people watching this. I would love to answer everyone's questions, but I can't always. All right, so hopefully you guys understand. It's nothing disrespectful or anything like that. It's just I don't always see it, especially with watching price. It's either I answer every question and we miss price, or we watch price and I can answer the questions that I see. You know what I mean? So 1783, you're wondering about charting? Okay. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so you can see after 1783, there's a big gap in here. Okay, so if this is the case when you're trading, have to remember that always look to your left. All right, if you're looking for previous structure, higher time frame to the left. All right, so you can see on the hourly we have some rejection there. If we go to the 30-minute, this is where we're currently trading in. $17.83. All right, so there's a nice big gap between 1783.8 and the next resistance, which is 1785.5. All right, That's a falling candle right there, even on the 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, so we are approaching our current target. Okay, you can start to see now where we are at. Gold is very bullish here. All right, so it's actually been breaking. We're about to hit our alert. You're going to see this go off. Okay, so currently, guys, if you got in from this consolidative trap from down here, right, that trade would have been roughly 17 pips. All right, if it starts to break above and go bullish, you're looking at 20 plus pips. All right, now 8:30, okay, I've always mentioned this, is something that for me, I've always noticed a little bit of movement here. All right, so just keep in mind it's 8:15 now. This current candle close, we're going to check out the 15 minutes. All right, so just be aware of that. The first 15 minute of every candle is very, very important in terms of trading. Okay, it can determine the overall trend. It can determine a lot of different things. So if this is going to come here and get rejected, you can see in previous structure that it already has. So there's your alert target. Okay, it roughly hit 17 pips. So if you guys took that, the trade would look something like this. All right, if you got in from down here, in terms of scalping, you could have done, I'm just showing you guys in terms of the break. All right, so why it's nice to use these trapping gaps is because look, the bottom of price right here, if you're trading and you're scalping for real, all right, you can see that you can use this as a stop loss too. Okay, because price tried to push up, was rejected, came down, it held above the 9 and did not even come close to your stop. All right, so that's why using these trapping gap breakouts are very, very important. All right, they can give you stop loss, they can give you take profits, they can give you a lot of different things. All right, hopefully that makes sense. If you're trying to trade it now, I don't think it would be the best bet to enter in buying opportunities. If it does go bullish, there's nothing we can do. I would rather you miss the trade than enter in a trade and it reverse. Do you know what I mean? That's honest. I'm being real with you because people get faked out in terms of FOMO. Guys, what does FOMO mean? Okay, what does FOMO mean? All right. Dead End Studios. I know yesterday's charting was horrible, bro. It was so much choppy action. But guys, what does FOMO mean? Please, guys, start answering this in the chat. All right. Okay, guys, there is the top wick there. Keep this in mind. Look at this. Okay, so if you are in this, this is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling you. Right? This is why we wait. This is why we wait. Guys, if you're not sure what FOMO is, okay, please look in the chat. That was a huge head fake candle right there. So guys, keep that in mind though, that gold really hammered it down. Like gold, you saw that flash. Okay, that's a signal. That's a signification that there is sellers in the area right here. Okay, there is sellers in the area. All right. So we hit our target. Now the next target we're starting to work towards is the overall trade. Okay, you can see the arrows right there. We're focusing on 1783, roughly 1784 area. All right, but remember, I don't know if you guys saw it. Maybe go back in the video and watch. It had a nice big flash bang, right? In terms of price tried to push back down, but then they ramped it right back up. All right, so it is a area of key buying and selling. All right. So for the new people on here, if you're not familiar with what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. All right, and a lot of the times this is what really burns traders. All right, they see a nice little rally here and they're like, okay, I'll just buy, and then they think it's just going to go up. Well, it doesn't always just go up. A lot of the time you can see there's pullbacks, especially on gold. All right, it's very difficult to trade gold when you're not understanding the pullbacks. Okay, so look, even if you're on selling here, selling a lot of pressure here, you sold right here, then boom, now you're in sweat mode. All right, which means it's going towards the opposite direction. You're down probably 30-40 pips. You're like, shit, what do I do? What's going on here? And then all of a sudden it starts to sink and then you get another pullback. All right, so fear of missing out is a real thing. It happens. A lot of people, that is, I think, the number one reason why I think people lose their trades. All right, never exactly. Abdriz, bro, I'm sorry if I per Shane, what's going on, big man? Abdrazak, bro, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Never chase a trade. Absolutely never chase a trade. Never chase a raid. Okay, guys, so look at gold here. Do you remember it just broke right through our consolidative area? All right. This is why it's really important for you to use a trapping gap. It's not important. Like, everyone has their different strategies. You know what I mean? Everyone has their different strategies. Okay, but you guys got to keep in mind that a trapping gap is a pretty basic strategy. All right, that can really help you. It's basic, guys. When we in the mentorship, we talk about a lot of different other ones too. All right, so just keep this in mind. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, so remember, look at the big top wick here. You can see now, remember this, guys. If you're in this gold trade, I'm trying to tell you something here. Look at securing your partials. Look at maybe exit. This is exiting the trade. This is what I'm telling you. Okay, what goes up obviously must come down. If you're not exiting, guys, look at this big bearish candlestick that's starting to erase all your profit here. Look at this, guys. Right at the entry, it came down. All right. The indicators that we're using are the 200 moving average, and then you have your 9 EMA. All right. So, guys, remember, overextended. I mentioned to you. All right. This is a key area for selling pressure. All right. What goes up must come down. Okay. If you guys got out, absolutely. Don't get greedy. Do not get greedy. Greed. Listen, for real. If you guys didn't take your profits there, look what just happened. And if there's nothing that I could do about that, that's just a candle opening, right? Let's just go through here. Okay, I just need to put this on here. I'm going to tell you how many pips this ran. Okay, for new guys, this is good to know. All right, that trade ran almost 35 plus pips. Okay, it ran all the way to the high. If you guys are being greedy and you want more and more and more, please remember this saying right here. Okay, this is the best saying that you can honestly remember that'll help keep you in check. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm being honest with you. I posted this actually in the groups and everything to make you guys understand. I'm not calling people pigs. What I'm calling people is it's just the greed factor, right? Greed will get you denied in this trading game as well. Because look, we had a nice little run, then it went completely bearish. All right, we had a nice run there. All right, caught the nice little breakout, and I told you on this candle right here. Remember we had that flash, so I knew sellers were starting to come in here. All right, so just keep this in mind. Now what we're going to be looking for is starting to getting into some selling pressure here. We're now back in the consolidative trap. All right. Now we're back in this trap area. Let's see if we're going to start to break out and continue to the downside. All right. This is how you can trade scalping in and out, in and out. All right. So I'm just going to mark this at the high for me personally. You guys can understand that we made a little bit of a high all the way up here. Okay. For the continuation trade. So I'm just going to move this over. Oh, sorry. All right. Now where we're currently trading is at the bottom of the trap. All right. So it's finding good support roughly at 17, almost 1779.5, 1780 area. Okay. Okay. So just give me 1 second here. All right, so about a minute left. Let's wait and see how this candle starts to close. All right, if it starts to break down here, this is the thing. You don't want to be just hammering sells right after you see something like this. Okay, you could if you got in on here, but now it's in a key area that price could maybe find some support and then ramp back up. We saw this happen numerous times. All right, so if price starts to break down here and we're looking at continuing and selling pressure here, like there is a lot. I'm telling you right now, that's a huge bearish candle. All right, like we're talking massive. All right, so I'm going to look. You can see there's key rejection right across the board right there. So if price starts to continue and break below, all right, roughly 1778, okay, in that area, I'm just putting price legs here, but 1778, you can start to see it would start to break. Okay, you can see that having previous structure, it needs to retest. If it doesn't, it's just gonna probably, if it doesn't retest, guys, it can just start to fall like it's doing. All right, some people ask about retests all the time. Do you always see them? Not always, okay, but the retest is more of a confirmation, which does have a lot of impact. All right, and it's more like a confirmation. Okay, so you can see we're now approaching here. Okay, we're now getting that secondary alert that I set. Okay, you can see the key areas, guys. So if we were on another trade, we would come back and we would look for the sells here. So it did not break just yet. All right, see, they found some good support, 1778, and now they're looking like they're trying to retest the initial break right here, which was the trap. And we're going to see then if it's actually going to start to fold, or if they're going to hold it here, all right, at 1778 and then walk it back up. All right, there's a couple things that can happen. All right, and I tried to explain both of them right there. Right, price can come back up and go bullish, right, if it starts to break through and back in this consolidation trap, or it can get rejected here and then have a continuation in the bearish direction. All right, so do you see how I have it below here? Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes a little more sense. All right. All right. So we have about 3 minutes and 55 seconds on this current candle. Let's check out the DXY because that was a massive reversal. We want to see if maybe they're showing us any kind of, there we go. Okay, so remember, this is the DXY. Hopefully you guys were on here when I was trading this. I said there's an inverted head and shoulder on the DXY. That is why you're getting this bullish breakout here. I did say the overall target was going to be around this area. And this is, guys, this is really cool that you can, when you start to see price action and you can start to see different patterns. This was an inverse head and shoulder and the overall target is here. If it starts to break through there, then we're going to start to look for the 200. All right. Okay, so you can now see they're trying, the buyers they're trying to push it up. All right. Sellers, that is one of the biggest bearish engulfing candlesticks of the past, I don't even know, probably 30, 40, maybe hourly candle, a long time. Okay, so keep this in mind. All right, there's a lot of sellers now in this area. All right. Okay, so you can start to see now, all right, starting to break. Okay, so remember, if you did not move your stop loss to break even, which pretty much every call we try to tell you, you can see that you would have just been hit and you're now still in a loss. One cool thing with RSI, I didn't even remove it. Look at this. Look. Okay, remember I told you break below the 50. Okay, you're gonna have massive sell pressure here. As soon as it touched around 30, or sorry, above 70, all right, you can see it started to sell off. Okay, so gold is still looking pretty bearish here. Okay, so let's check out US 30 for 1 second here. Okay, there's your US 30 starting to break. All right, you can see it starting to sell off here. All right. Okay, about a minute and 24 seconds. If US 30 starts to break, we do have a little bounce structure right here. Okay, before making its next move. So you can see that's where it's starting to get rejected here, finding some good support. So let's see if it starts to push in here before it makes its next move. All right. Okay, I don't have anything right here, guys. Just wait in terms of price. Okay, wait and see what it's looking like it's going to do. All right. If you're buying and selling just on these impulse moves, just be a little bit patient here. Okay, I know this is liquidity grab. Okay, in terms of possible selling off, it could be. It could be. I didn't mean to say it is. All right. The only reason why I'm saying that, we got to see if it's going to find some support here. Okay, and if it finds support, the reason why it's found support at the bottom here, it's finding support at 1777.1, and then if it starts to find support here, it's starting to walk its way up. Okay, you can start to see that they're finding a little bit of bottom wick. They haven't got down and touched this wick right here, 1772.2. All right, let's check it out. So remember, I said the first 15 minutes, you want to look at this candle right here, guys. Look it on the 15-minute. All right, completely engulfing this current candle. Now, new candle's opening. This is the 30-minute, 8:30. Remember, I told you, 8:30 candle has a lot of impact of what's going to happen here. So they found some good support. All right, we'll see if they're going to start walking its way up now. There's no red folders here, guys. There was no folders. That was just erratic price. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It was the inverse head and shoulder on the DXY. All right, so yeah. All right, now you can start to see finding some good support right here. Now they're starting to walk back up. All right. Guys, what's everyone's spread right now on US 30 and what's your broker, guys? All right. Okay, so look, found good support here, did not break it down, and did not make it past 1775. Okay, found good support, now they're walking back up. Okay, guys, look what you're if you're wondering about spreads and commissions right now, keep in mind that usually when gold is making nice moves, it is spreads, commissions, maybe not depending if you have fixed or not, but spreads are a lot higher. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Milky Way, I don't know who Chad is, but thanks about the beard comment. The beard is growing, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to become a time where this beard is going to be attached to the desk down here. It's going to be a 12-inch beard, and we're going to change the name to Bearded FX. All right. Okay, so now look at US 30. I like the way US 30 is looking right now. All right, it can have nice movements either to the upside or to the downside. I want to see if they're going to push it in here. If they're going to hold it here, guys, they can start to walk it back up. But if they don't, I'm waiting on US 30. Okay, there's still about 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. All right. Okay, 2 minutes left. I want to stay on US 30. I'm going to quickly check gold. Okay, you can see now there's a lot of top wick on gold. All right, you can see how they rejected at 1780.6. Look at this. Okay, so soon as they broke bearish, okay, here's your retest. It was at the initial resistance, 1780.6. All right, which is similar in this trapping gap and its previous rejection. Once, 2, 3, 4, and now they're having this overall continuation. So let's see now if price is actually going to get pushed down. I've seen this happen a few times where it's massive sell-off here, and then if head fakes everyone out, it traps everyone, and then all of a sudden this thing flips. Like, I mean flips. There's a massive wick, and it starts to continuously sell. Okay, I've seen it happen like a few times, like actually more than a few. All right, so this is why you just be patient. It's the 8:30 candle. Let's see how this one's going to close. All right. How many? Is anyone else in here have a beard? You know, you guys always talk about this beard I got. Okay, so remember what I was just saying about gold. See how they're trying to push it up? They're trying to trap you, I think, into getting into buys. But remember, if you remember your candlestick patterns, okay, engulfing patterns lead to potential trend reversals, and this is a massive engulfing pattern here. Okay, so remember the overall potential trend we had down here with a retest and a continuation. We can start to put it back now. All right. What system do I use to give you price levels? This is just a price flag right here. It's on TradingView, and just you can create a favorite menu right here. Okay, so just keep this in mind. The new candle is now opening, guys. Okay, trying to push bullish. All right, getting a little bit of rejection at 1778.75 currently, which is just this 5-minute rejection of this candle right here. So now you can see they're starting to push it back up. So this is a dirty. Remember gold starting to push, pull here. They're going to see now if there's going to get rejected in this area. If it's 3 times, guys, I always 3 times when we were looking. I think it was last week when there was a bearish flag. Okay, and I said just wait, guys, just wait, because there was 3 touches to continue in the direction. It bounced bullish twice, and then, or sorry, once, and then everyone was like sell, sell, sell. I said, guys, just wait, please, and it went bullish. All right, it went bullish. On the 3rd time, it fell and it went bearish. Okay, if we go on the 15-minute, you can see what we're starting to form here. Okay, right around the 200. It can either form a double top or this can be a double bottom here. So, and what I see is boom, neckline here, come back down and maybe find some support here, and then we have a break for a continuation. If that's the case, it will go bullish. If not, price is just going to get pushed down again and start retouching that 1775, which is key support. You can see it right there as clear as day. 2 candles have closed there. All right, so it's acting very good as a support area. All right. So 8:36. Remember, I told you around 8:30 is the time. 8:40, 8:45 is the times where you really want to be watching. Okay. This is why it's nice to catch a little tail end here, but now you have that continuation. All right. Gold is tricky, but you just got to know certain times when you're trading it. Okay. Oh shit. And guys, just to let you know, for all of the members and stuff like that, as soon as our app is done, we're going to be switching over to Zoom, okay? And we're all going to be having our group little channel like that. So we're just waiting for a little bit of time development here. Should be done in a little bit, but like I can guarantee you that'll be coming up very soon. Okay, so I do want to check out US 30, but before I do that, I want to check out the DXY really quickly, all right? So remember, guys, I told you about this inverted head and shoulder here. Like, I'm going to go back and clip this and tell you. It was about probably maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes ago. Okay, I said a shoulder, a head, and you have a second shoulder here. Inverted head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder, whichever you like to call it. Okay, and I mentioned up here was going to be the target. I drew it on a little bit after, but go back and watch the video. All right, and it hit target like crazy. And this is the DXY. DXY follows technicals pretty good from what I have found, especially when you're like trading like this, nice and smooth. All right, but it also can cause a little bit of erratic behavior when news starts to drop and happen. Okay, no, that was okay. So look at US 30 now, guys. Okay, look at US 30. This is what I wanted to see right in here. All right. Okay, so gold is just doing sideways trading right now. I like US 30. Okay. The members will be able to join the Zoom. Okay, we've maxed out our current Zoom right now. We actually have to update today. Soon we'll be up to almost maybe 200 to 300 members in our Zoom rooms. Okay. So, okay, so look at now US 30 here, all right? Let's check out where we're currently at in terms of market structure for the RSI. I always keep this on just for you guys. I know you guys, a lot of people like seeing RSI. So remember, we're below 50, okay? All right, so you can see that potentially we're looking at continuing in sells here, okay? But if it starts to find the bottom, we'll wait and see. But I think that if we can get past a break, you can see that there's a lot of ignited candle right there in terms of it's one of the most bearish candles actually out of the last probably hour, maybe hour and a bit. All right. So just hold on a second, guys. Just wait. Let me just set up some charts here. Let me see what's going on. I'll go check out gold for you in 1 second here, okay? Okay. So this is the way that I personally like trading, okay? Now the only thing you got to keep in mind is impulse candles, all right? Just keep this in mind. I have two areas potentially of direction that it could possibly go, all right? And I just set up the green so you guys can see it's a little more visual, okay? Let me see this for a second here. You guys are talking about gold here. Back to gold there for you guys. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so look, gold has found some support. Okay, it did not hold below 1778. But look at this top wick that is starting to form, guys. Okay, remember, you just got to be a little bit patient with gold. See how it's getting rejected at the 50 on the RSI? All right, just be patient. All right, for real. Gold is a very tricky thing, especially when you're not patient. Okay, especially when you're not patient. Yesterday, remember, we had those sells at the going against the 5 minute uptrend. Okay, they broke down like a bunch of times. It went in that sell profit area, but as soon as it was like they actually caught the trend, the thing ramped and it went bullish. Okay, the same thing can kind of happen. We are in heavy selling pressure right here, potential continuation. But look, now we're fighting an overall potential bullish uptrend here, and there's not at this point. It's just waiting until maybe 8:45. It's 8:41 right now. Let's see if we're going to wait until 8:45, see the next 15-minute candle here, how it's going to open and how it's going to close. All right. Okay, 2 minutes and 40 seconds here. Guys, we got 1,300 people on here. Wow, honestly, it's crazy. Guys, where's everyone from? If you don't mind me asking, like, where's everyone from in the world? Like, I know it's actually crazy to see how many people are on here. Like, for real, it's crazy. Dubai, Africa, India, guys. Wow, Mongolia, Bulgaria, Lebanon, Canada, US. Represent, brother. What's going on? Australia, guys. This thing is going so fast. Hey, Toronto. What's going on, big guy? Toronto, Kenya, Florida, Quebec. Wow. Rwanda, man, welcome, bro. That's crazy. Okay. Indonesia, Portugal, Kenya. Oh my goodness. Zimbabwe, Hong Kong. Whoa, that's crazy. Guys, is there any like I wait for this wait for this to start. Wait for the chat to die down. There's so many people commenting, guys. Honestly, thank you so much. This is trading is world now. Okay, Sri Lanka. Hey, what's going on, man? That's crazy. Who's living on the moon trading right now? What are you guys doing out there? Are you guys trading with Elon and Bezos? Who knows? Okay, so US 30 looks like it's potentially starting to continue bearish. Okay, it's going to find probably good support before making a next move before 35383. All right. Wow, guys, that's crazy. Guys, Wakanda. That's crazy. In all jokes aside, guys, for real, like this is a very world like channel. Like for real, there's a lot of people around the world. All right, so Bahamas. Hey, there we go. You guys have the best conch and jerk chicken, man. Jamaica has good jerk chicken too, but Bahamas when I was there, oh my goodness, it was good. I love me jerk chicken, man. Okay, so look at gold now. All right, that 844 here is coming 25 seconds left. All right, if you're entering in on the buy, just be very aware. Be very aware that on the 15-minute, all right, it's still an extremely bearish candle. Okay, it can continue bullish because of the support that they found around 1775 and 1777.75. But just understand, all right, that if they're walking up, you're still fighting heavy selling pressure here. Okay. Okay, be aware, guys. Be aware. If you're in these cells, if you're in these cells, guys, and you're still holding cells, just be aware. It's not going to go forever. Okay, I didn't have this drawn on here. You can see I had an arrow potentially showing it. Did not break below here. Okay, so if you're entering in buys, guys, just be aware of your spread. And if it does start to walk up, you know, it is starting to fight selling pressure. If it gets anywhere at 1782, 1783 mark, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, guys. That this is where, if you're in any kind of cells, like, you know, you're getting burned hard. Okay, that's why I'm just waiting. I said anything between 8:30 and after I'm out. This was the 8:20 candle. You can see how I got out of everything. I waited, wanted to see what was going to happen here. All right. Welcome everyone from Ghana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so it's kind of forming a potential three-bar play here. You can see that there is little buying and selling indecision. So just beware that if you're doing and you're trading this and entering in like trades on gold, that you might not want to use your normal lot size here. Okay, you might not want to use your overall normal lot size. All right. Okay, there's about 3 minutes left here. Okay, 2 minutes here. So remember, if you're entering in here, just remember you're not using full lot size. Okay, there can be still a lot of selling pressure happening. And the only reason why I'm saying this, the only reason, I hope you guys can understand this, is because of this very bearish candle. If you're starting to buy again, just remember, here's your dip and here's your dip buy. All right. Okay, so it's continuously walking up, getting a little bit of push down, a little bit of top wick. All right. I just, guys, when you're saying like you're wondering about selling and buying, I've been trapped before too. Like I said, I have been. Everyone has. If they're lying. They're lying if they're telling you you've never been trapped, if you've never made a wrong trade. They're completely lying to you. Okay, I said 8:30 is definitely a time where you want to watch for the next overall moves happening. Okay, if you jump the gun, remember we stopped here roughly around like 8:30. There's nothing below here. Okay, it's because I'm patiently waiting to see if we're going to get a continuation of the sell or if it's going to get a push. Now, one thing to keep this in mind, that it is above the 9. Okay, so they're finding potentially good support for the potential buyers to start to fill this overall bearish candle. The only thing is just remember that we're coming into selling pressure here. Okay, If you don't see a move, that's good, because neither do I right now. I think this could be it's in an iffy area. It could be a pullback for a continuation, or it could actually be an actual gold buy, which will start to push to the upside. All right, so let's check out US 30. Okay, so this is why I like US 30 so much. It's not as crazy, erratic, volatile. At certain times it can be. Okay. Okay, 26 seconds. We're going to watch US 30 here, okay? As soon as this candle opens on US 30, I just want to see if they're going to hold support here and walk its way up. I'll go back to gold and we'll look at maybe charting some potential next TPs and stuff like that with added alerts, okay? And that's the thing, guys. If you're understanding, people are saying, I want to see the pullback before. People understand. You're not just buying and selling automatically. If you're buying and selling on every candle, you have a trigger finger. You know what I mean? It's like it's too fast. You just have to be relaxed. You got to wait how these candles are closed, and you have to be aware of what the time currently is. All right. Okay, so new candle opened. Let's check out now gold and see how it closed. Look at gold. It's starting to potentially fill that next wick right there, which is the previous candle. Okay, so here's that hammer down. This could be that short-term pullback here. Here's where they're testing it, okay? Here's where they're testing. They're going to come back down and test this support right here and also this 9. If it holds here, guys, and starts to walk up, like I said, this is a nice confirmation. If it starts to break down and break through this support and break through this overall 9, you can start to see it starting to fall, okay? What do you guys think? Is gold bullish or bearish? What are your guys' thoughts on gold? Because right now, it's a little bit iffy and a little bit indecision, but what are your guys' thoughts? Okay, you know, we've checked the 15-minute. All right, you can start to see we've made a sell, and now they're starting to walk up, but they're getting a lot of push down here. It's in selling area, guys. Look. Okay, look, it's in selling area right now. All right, keep this in mind. So if it starts to continue to get rejected, all right, it's going to start to form, but it's got to break below the 9. The reason why I put this on here for you guys is so it can act as nice support and resistance. Anytime it's below here, all right, it's nice, but if anytime it's above and it holds, you can start to see it's going to start to prime up, all right? And guys, if New York is too difficult for you in terms of trading, and if it's like you're wanting to buy on everything, maybe you're an intraday trader, maybe you're a Tokyo trader, maybe you're a London trader, all right? It's just the way it is. New York for gold is very hard. Very hard, okay? There's usually nice moves, like I said, around 7. And then around 8 o'clock, you're going to get a redirect move or an actual pullback with a continuation. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, New York has been my session that I trade a lot. All right, I know how it moves, and that's why when I tell you, I don't just say this for a reason. So if you guys are trying to do it, I'm really trying to help you when I'm saying get out between 8:20 and 8:30. Okay, because next moves kind of happen. 7 till around 8:15 is nice. 8:30 and above can also be a very nice move. Okay, but in between there, you're going to have pullbacks, you're going to have indecisions, and it's going to be messy for you if you don't understand when to trade it, or if you haven't been trading it for a little bit. Because a lot of people, they maybe got trapped in a sell right here. Okay, they didn't look to the side and see that this is where all the buyers were. Okay, the only way that selling would have happened is if it got down to 1775 and broke. Here, it didn't even hold. It broke, and then it tried, and then it finally went bullish here. The third time. Remember I talked to you about threes? Here's that third time where they found bullish, the buyers, and then it started to walk back up. All right. Okay, so let's see that US 30 trade. Okay, so here's the rejection at the 9. Okay, 44 seconds left on US 30. Let's see if they're going to try to find a bounce or if they're actually going to hold and fold this. Okay, guys, we actually do really well. We kill Tokyo session, like for real. We do really well. A lot of our guys do well because it's slower. Okay, New York is very fast. It can be very erratic. Tokyo session, there's moves, but it's not crazy erratic volatile moves. London is the same way. If you know how to trade London, you know it's very, very good. All right. New York is high volume. Absolutely, it is. All right. Okay, just wait, guys. Wait on this entry right here. Okay, just wait. I got to see this close above. Okay, you can see it's getting rejected as a top wick. I'm watching another computer too, and I have it on a lower time frame. I have it actually on the minutes. I have 1 minute going here, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Just be a little bit patient here. You can start to see it flicker. Don't hedge. Don't hedge this trade, okay? It needs to break above this 9, okay? Hold, and then it continue to walk up at least to here, okay? Maybe a little bit higher. The reason why I'm saying there is just because it's previous resistance, all right? It's got to break and retest. So wait on the first candle because remember it happens in threes. Okay, if it pushes up, retest, wait for the continuation. Because a lot of the times what can happen is this thing can come to the 9 and then get hammered back down. All right. I have two moving averages here. I have a 9 and I have a 200. All right. This is US 30. This is not BTC. Okay, guys, just be patient here, okay? Because we look on the higher time frame. Okay, so look where it turned. This is the hourly, guys. Okay, hourly. So you can see there's a bottom wick starting to form here. Okay, so they can still fill that wick. All right, that's what I'm saying. Just be patient on this initial entry. I'm waiting on threes. Okay, look at even on the 15-minute. Okay, you can see it's indecision right now. They're trying to push it up, but there's a lot of rejection. It just closed below the 9, roughly at 8:15. Okay, so 8:30 they tried to push it up and it closed below. Now they're forming that good support right here, so it's kind of like it's really it's iffy, okay, because you can see they found a bottom here, but this wick, okay, this wick right here is lower than this wick, okay, so it's still making a downtrend, okay, on the 15-minute. If this wick had closed roughly parallel horizontally beside it and held, it could walk back up, okay, but you can see now that the sellers are still in control. That's why I'm showing you. Just wait a second here. Okay, it might have a nice little move to the downside before making one more potential move to the upside. And yesterday US 30 was bullish, guys. US 30 ran bullish like huge. Okay, okay, so here's that current candle. There's about 2 minutes left here. You can see it's indecision right now. Okay, still below the 9, still waiting. All right. Okay, look at gold. This is why I'm saying on gold, just be patient. Remember what, like, these moves, this is an erratic move because it's 820. Okay, it's in serious supply. Okay, and it sold off. Here's your pullback. Okay, here's now where the next move could potentially happen. You see how it's starting to curl? This wick, these wicks are starting to make this is the low wick, this is higher, this is higher than these previous two wicks right here. Okay, so it's still, and the bottom wicks are starting to form potential uptrend too. All right, but you can see that there is top wick. All right, now I'm not saying this can't go bullish because it can very much so, but again, for how long, that is the key question. See, guys, I didn't even know Jacob was on here, my admin. What does he say? It moves in threes. Okay, this is a learning lesson for you guys. It moves in threes. 1, 2, 3, turn bullish here. All right. Okay, 32 seconds left. Let's watch what's going on with gold here. Okay, 7 seconds. The new candle is going to open up. This is the 9 o'clock candle. This is the new 4-hour candle. Okay. Okay, continuing bullish here. All right. Starting to walk up. Okay, so 1780 was nice. For all the buyers, you're good to go. For all the sellers, if you did not get out, you can see what's happening here. Okay. Exact same place. Look at this. Top wick. Exact same place where the overall bearish candle started. All right. Yes, guys. Ron, he does our Tokyo sessions right now. Okay. And he's in the private Zoom room. See, as soon as I touch there, going bearish. This is why, guys, we're just sitting back and waiting. Okay. You can see for yourself that gold, if you didn't get in from down here, there's no point in chasing now. No point in chasing. All right. Okay. About 3 minutes and 45 seconds here. Okay. Just gonna move all this stuff over, get ready for the next little bit of trading. I think gold might go a little bit rejected here. You guys can see for yourself that gold is very, very erratic here. Okay, very erratic. Coming up now, making two tops right here. Let's see if this might be forming a double top. You can see it starting to come down here. Let's see if this maybe acts as the neckline. If it starts to break down, if not, it's just going to continue bullish here, guys. Just going to continue bullish. All right. So let's check out what's going on with US 30. Okay, US 30 is trying to go bearish here. Okay. Guys, I'm going to send you guys a good blog on impulse candles, okay, just so you guys can see this. US 30 is going to have a nice move here, guys. I'm telling you this right now. Okay. Okay, as I'm putting in an impulse candle here. Okay, it's a blog, so you can check this out. Okay, I just sent it to the group. All right, you can click on it. Any questions, you guys, you can check it out there. Okay. Okay, so minute and 30 seconds, so you can see US 30 here. Look at gold. Okay, started to come into this overall area, getting rejected now. Okay, very, very key, very key. So we can actually move this over here. All right, update this in terms of moving this price over here. This flag is just this previous to this top the top trap. Okay, the trap was right in here when we had it before, when we had the breakout. Okay, So you don't really, like, because you're stretching it across, you can see that it's pushing and pulling. It's not really having much support. An actual moving average is acting better. So I'm just going to move that over so you can see the overall structure of what you're working with, okay? All right. Okay, 30 seconds left. I want to see if this candle is actually going to, the new candle is going to close. Sorry, this candle is going to close below in this area right here, which will be the double top, or it's going to push through and then the new candle is going to open up above it, middle, or below it. Okay, so we got about 15 seconds and you can start to see. Richard, I don't even know what you asked, buddy. I do apologize, okay? So 4 seconds left. New candle's opening now, okay? Okay, so started to close below 83, 1783. You can see it's starting to get that overall selling pressure here, okay? This is what it opened at. I'm not saying that it can't flip and go bullish here. A lot of the times they do that. They'll start to head fake you, and then they'll push it right back, all right? So it's 905, all right? Let's wait and see how gold's going to go. Let's check out 1 second on the 15-minute here. Okay, so look, gold 3-bar play that is starting to form here. Okay, looks like 3 white soldiers. If it can close with a little bit more of a body and not so much wick, and if that's the case, guys, that's a 3-bar nice pattern here, which can continue to the upside. Okay, guys, remember things happen in threes. Okay, here's your 3 potential 3 white horses. 3-bar play starting to really form. All right, that's on the 15-minute. Okay, so we're at a key area right now where price can do, like I said, only 3 things. Okay, go bullish, go bearish, or sideways trade. All right. Okay, this is why you're getting that overall continuation. Okay, look at this, nice bullish continuation. So if you guys are entering in from around here, you're still going up. Okay, this is the overall high that it made before, and if it's starting to continue, it's just going very bullish, guys. Huge. 1780.7 was a continuation. All right, if you entered, okay, just showing you this. Here's your pullback here, found some support, and now it's starting to walk back up. All right, same entry would have been there. Okay, if you missed it, like I said, we didn't have it on there. I'm just showing you that that initial entry could have been good. We had to wait and see that before, to wait for these retest candles here, but I mentioned to you that it is holding strong above the 9. All right, so keep this in mind, guys. You can use areas that we have already used. Okay, you don't need to always look for crazy new ones because the set price and structure, it doesn't always change. You can just use it the same thing. I know I moved it there to show you, right? But you can see if you got in at 1780, the same kind of thing happened, but now it's starting to push really high to the upside. All right, and guys, there, and I want to be honest and normal with some people here. There's some people who are still really new and they don't understand scalping, and that's okay, like for real. But there are people who understand how to scalp because they've had a little bit of time. It's like they've perfected their free throw mentality. They perfected their golf swing. You know what I mean? They understand a little bit of trading. They understand how to take a loss, move on. They understand how to take a win and get out, right? Isaiah, stop trying to spam us with Dogecoin, okay? And guys, here's another cool thing. Okay, there's 1,400 people on here. Like, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. 1,400 people. Okay, if you're not used to scalping and you're not used to this type of analysis, and maybe if it's really throwing you off, the best suggestion could be to just sit here and maybe watch if you're interested. You know what I mean? Some people could sign on and then they leave. I understand that. It might not be for everyone. Okay, But if you want to learn how to do this, you know what I mean? It might take a week or 2 weeks or something like that. You won't pick it up right away. Guys, I've went through many accounts. Like me personally, I am telling you, I have blown many accounts trying to learn how to scalp. Okay? For real. And I still take losses. Like no one's perfect. I'm telling you this live. All right? And if you don't know how to do it, just practice on a demo account. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you're getting frustrated because you're using your real live capital, just work with a demo for a little bit because scalping is very different. You're aiming for 10, 20. If you get a runner, 30 pips max. Okay. Maybe not max because you can get a lot more than that. Because if you held this trade and you guys got in from that 1780 mark, zero point 0.7, that trade is roughly almost up 40 plus pips. Okay. And they can still run. All right. But I just want you guys to understand that if it's too much for you, practice on a demo. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And remember, this is the most volatile time that you can be trading. Okay, New York session is extremely volatile, guys. There's the most liquidity being pumped in here. All right, so just remember that. All right. Okay, so now you can see it's getting a little rejected here. All right, you can see previous structure. All right, this current wick is lower than this current wick. Okay, so they're starting to continue to make that higher high and higher low situation that we talked about. All right, now they're getting rejected at the current same place as the happened. So if this just, I'm going to say that once it already happened, remember we had in this area right here and it sold off, the same thing could potentially happen. All right, so if you're in this buy, please remember previous structure, you had massive selling pressure that's starting to happen now. So guys, please understand that price follows suit in terms of previous structure. Okay, just please look what's happening. Same thing. All right, and now if this is true, guys, this is maybe forming a double top. Okay, this is the neckline break right here. All right, let's just wait and see. I'm telling you guys, get out. It's the same thing that's going to happen. There's a lot of sellers up there, guys. There's a lot of sellers. All right. Okay, so let's check out that US 30 trade for 1 second. Okay, so US 30 is trying to break down, but it's finding that key support there. Okay, because gold is going bearish, we got to wait and see if US 30 is going to continue. Okay, guys, this is what I just told you. If you're in the bullish momentum, it just happened. And this is really good to see, guys, live. Okay, this is really good to see live because you can see that at previous structure it happened again. Okay, if you got the overall push, same thing happened, but look, now you're getting a lot of bearish sell. All right, the same thing happened. They bounced it at 1780 and then they tanked it. All right, guys, maybe next week what I'll do is I'll throw on fibs for you. I think a lot of people like Fibonacci's. Do you guys, I'm going to take a 2 minute break, but do you guys use Fibonacci's when you trade personally? I know there's a lot of traders in our group that do. Okay, they do, but I just want to make sure, see if you guys do. All right, so it's 9:13. Okay, and I'm going to take a 2 minute break, guys. I'm going to take a 2 minute break, but this is a double top forming here. I'm hoping so. Okay, we have a neckline starting to form right here. All right, Keep in mind, guys, if it's starting to sell, tight stop loss. Okay, nice and tight stop loss here. If it's going to continue in the selling pressure, but it's got to get below. We can move this up right here. Okay, roughly 10 pips in the stop loss. Okay. If it breaks, guys, I want to send you one of our screenshots from our group. So I'm going to send it to the actual FX group right now. Okay, one of our members. Okay, guys, I'm going to go to the washroom for 2 minutes. I know it's watching. Listen to me what I'm saying to you. Okay? Don't hedge. Don't hedge. This is the break right here, the neckline. Okay? Keep this in mind. If it starts to really tank, we'll be ready for it. Okay? If it starts to push up, same area. Okay? It's 9:15. When I come back, we're going to chart US 30. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in 2 minutes, not even. All right? We're going to leave this right here. All right, guys. So look, anywhere it comes in here, okay, you can see how I had it down here, 1777.5. There's no way it even made it below there. All right, it pushed back up into buying. Gold is really erratic. New York, really erratic behavior. Okay, just keep in mind. Keep in mind. All right, if you're in this, let it do its thing. Gold is erratic today, like crazy, like crazy. All right, pushing, pulling, like absolutely nuts. Okay, absolutely nuts. So let's go watch US 30 and then we'll go from there. All right. I want to trade US 30 market open. I'm going to leave gold here so you can see US 30 made a little dip, found some support and pushed back up. Okay, we were watching gold all the time, so we missed this action, but look at US 30. Okay, I'm going to erase all this and we're going to go based on new charting. All right, but you can still see it. They want to push it up in this gap right here. All right. Okay, so I'm going to erase this for now. We can still actually keep it. There's about 919, about 18 seconds left for this candle to close. All right. Okay, guys, we're not going to trade NASDAQ today. All right. Okay, so here it's now approaching that 9. Okay, we have 10 minutes. All right, till the New York Stock Exchange open. All right, so okay. All right, so you can see they pushed in and now they're pulling right in this consolidative area right here. All right. So keep this in mind, guys. In 10 minutes, okay, I am gonna flip back to gold. It's only 921, but 930. Okay, if you're new, don't even look at trading it. Okay, just wait. This might come back down in here. Don't trade it right now. Okay, it's too close to market open. If you're in before, I would suggest closing it. Okay, I would suggest closing it personally. All right. I'm looking at trading US 30. Okay, I like US 30 a lot more than I like gold right now. Gold is having crazy breakouts, crazy retests. It's having a lot of erratic behavior. And this is gold, guys. If you're familiar with gold, we don't even have to trade gold. We can go and we can trade other things. Okay, that's the thing. A lot of people like gold, but gold is very dangerous, very volatile. It is. And a lot of the times the spreads really screw you too. Okay, so you just want to make sure you're understanding that. All right. Okay, 2 minutes and 45 seconds here. I'm going to switch over at 925 to US 30. All right. KJ, Bitcoin is very crazy too, but the thing about Bitcoin is the spreads are ridiculously high for people. Okay. Can candles jump your stop loss at market open? Yes, they can. Because the erratic behavior, they can shoot right through it, and the brokers might not be able to actually fill your orders or your stop loss. So that's why I'm saying just be patient with US 30 on market open. Okay, I wouldn't be looking at even entering gold right now. Okay, we're just going to wait and see how it closes. We're going to see if we're going to get that continuation. All right. Okay, about a minute and 40 under, almost under a minute and 40 seconds. Okay, so you can see it's starting to go bearish here. It's a mess right now, guys. It's a mess. All right. Okay, so there's roughly under a minute coming in almost right about now. Okay, you can see it's approaching. Guys, it's up to you. Even if it comes back into this sell right here, just keep this in mind. If you're taking it, you're trading through market, the New York Stock Exchange open, very, very dangerous. Okay. So if you're wondering about if this sells, okay, here would be your entry 1777.5. Here would be your stop loss 1778 point roughly 56, maybe 10, 11 pips. Okay. You can see now they're trying to sink it, guys. They're trying to push it down, but the buyers are still trying to push it up. All right. Okay, so roughly 15 seconds left on this candle. Okay, 2 seconds. New candle's opening. See how they flickered it bullish right here? Let's see if now the sellers are going to start to take control and flip it. If not, they're going to start to push it and have a continuous bullish pressure. All right. Okay, so 925. Let's get ready for US 30 here. Okay, remember I told you they want to consolidate and trap it in here. All right, so we're just going to change everything, get everything ready. All right. Guys, if you don't like 5 minute scalping, that's what we do. All right. We do 15-minute trade ideas in the group and stuff like that, but 15-minute on gold and stuff like that, it can be have a lot of obviously erratic behavior too. So that's one thing you just got to keep in mind. For real, because price can be very volatile. That's why you when you're looking at indices and stuff, lower time frames can be volatile and can be head fake-ish. But again, at least you're not getting trapped in crazy moves before, like I said, market open or anything like that in terms of your trading New York. All right. So I'm going to set this thing up again. I'm just going to let this thing do its thing. 945. Okay, so nothing happened right here. We had a little bit of impulse breaks, but not too much. They kind of consolidated. I kind of said wait. All right. You can see that clearly they're trapping it. All right. Make sure you're using lower lot sizes, guys, if you are trading market open and stuff like that. You really want to make sure that it's not over leveraged, because anything can happen when this opens. All right. So, and then obviously you see 35379 is the next area for potential sell. Okay. Guys, the amount of trades depends on your account. Okay. If you're looking to trade like high lot sizes, you maybe have a couple trades in your account. If you don't have a big one, if you're using smaller lot sizes, like we have guys in our group who are using 0.01s and they're hammering out a lot of orders. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you're using smaller lot sizes that actually fit your account. So guys, you can see they're trying to almost bait you in terms of selling pressure right now. We're extremely oversold. If we go to the 4 hour, I just want to show you something here. So this is all work. Everything that we're doing on the 5 minute, I'm going to tell you something right now. It's just this wick. It's the 4 hour wick. So do you guys see this? All this analysis and top down and everything like that leads to this candle and this wick right here. That's all it does. So if you guys like trading wicks and bodies and stuff like that, you can trade not necessarily a single candle, because anything can happen, all right? But all this that we're watching is just this current wick of this candle, the 4 hour, all right? And I wanted to show you that. Look at how overextended we are with US 30. We're around 75 on the RSI. Okay, so we're extremely overbought. All right. Just keep this in mind. Extremely overbought. We drop it now down to the 5 minute. All right, you can see now that we're below the 50. News is going to happen. We're going to see if it's going to continue. So this might be baiting people in for getting into sells here. All right, that's why you just wait 15 minutes. Okay, before we actually get its next move here. You can see now they're trying to push it back into that consolidative structure. They want to make a trapping gap before market open. It's about a minute and 14 seconds before it actually is open. Okay. Okay, so about 45 seconds left here. All right. Okay, 25 seconds left. All right. So, like I said, if you're new, do not trade the market candle. If you're in it, I would suggest getting out and use smaller lot sizes as normal. We'll wait 15 minutes to get the overall direction. Okay. They can push this at any direction they want. All right. 3 seconds. Here we go. Let it do its thing, guys. Let it do its thing. All right. There's your sell on US 30. Okay, so 35379 was the initial break. Okay, so for all of our market open traders, understand that this thing can start to sink, but it's coming into a lot of previous buying power, but you can see it's really starting to sell off now. Okay, 35379. This is 9:30 candle for all the people that are just signing on here. Okay, about 4 minutes left on it. All right, so this is what it would look like if you're having a continuation sell from over here. If you're taking this, all right. If you're not, like I said, just wait 15 minutes. All right. Okay, we'll check out gold real quick. Barcode. Look at gold, guys. Barcoding. This is why I don't touch gold market open. Barcode. All right. Look at this. Garbage. Guys, it's not strategy. It's just price action. Honestly, it's just reading price action and key consolidative areas. We have different strategies. Like I said, different moving averages. We have bullish divergence strategies, tons. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can use basically other than this. So this is why I'm telling you. This is why I tell you guys, if new, wait, just wait. Gold is garbage right now. For real, it is. It was barcoding. Okay, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, roughly. Okay, 2 minutes left on this current 9:30 open candle. Look at how erratic it is. This is why you just sit back and wait. Gold is normally very good, absolutely, guys. Like I think you're just saying, like you're taking it the wrong way. This is garbage trading right now. Like sideways, push, pull, push, pull. You can see you shouldn't. This is not the best trades to be looking because you're getting burned constantly. Okay, there's your price action on gold. Head fake to the T. All right. Okay, so about a minute left on this current candle. We have a minute under right now. Okay, then you're going to see potentially this candle close, and then a new one's going to open. We're going to see if it's going to continue in that bearish trend or if they're going to flip it and go bullish. All right. Okay, 30 seconds left. This is the erratic behavior, guys. This is the erratic behavior. You can see it. Look, erratic behavior is pushing and then pulling all the way up and all the way down. All right. This is why I'm saying just wait. If you're an open trader, you understand you made your initial sell, but you got to be very fast, because if not, US 30 can reverse and go bullish exactly like it's doing right now. I don't know how I can make it a little more clear for you. Like, I try to draw it on here so you understand. Stay away from 930 open. If you guys are trading it, you understand. If you guys get caught in sells, you're gonna get burned here, right? Like, if this does not fill this wick and it flips bullish, you're gonna get burned on it if you're in selling pressure. If it does, you know what I mean? It's gonna fill it and it's good to go. No issues. All right. Okay, so let's check out gold now. Okay, see, they're trying to push it in here. Here's your double top. All right, we had this structurally set up, but they're not letting it fall down just yet. Okay, 1777.5. All right. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Guys, this is a member saying, or not a member, sorry. I'm not too sure. Ibekun, bro, I'm so sorry if I. Patience is the key to be a real profitable trader. Do you understand this? If you're hammering everything that you see, it's not going to go in your favor. It's not going to go in your favor, for real. Okay? It's not, like, at all. You're going to get caught, like, quite frequently. All right? You're going to get caught if you're just hammering buys and sells on everything. If you're waiting to buy at the low or sell at the low, buy at the high, you know what I mean? It's gonna catch up to you. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that they need to just be patient, wait for the trades to come to them. Don't just be hammering anything they see. All right? Okay, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You can see it's still continuing bearish here. This is still 935. All right? Okay, about 2 minutes left here. Let's check out gold. Okay, they're trying to break it down here. You can see they're trying to sell it. All right, they dipped in watching US 30, guys. Sorry about this. You can see gold. They're trying to sell it off in that M pattern here. All right, so let's see if they're going to hold it. Remember, this is a quick scalp, guys. 1775 should be your target, okay, if it's going to sell. All right, for real. US 30, we still got 2 minutes till 940. All right. Sorry, I did not mean to click that. My bad. Meant to click up here. This was the initial entry for the buy, guys. Just wanted to show you that price leg that was sitting there, okay? Okay, so about 30 seconds left here. Let's see. They haven't closed below here yet. That impulse, blog that I sent. Keep in mind, guys, these are impulse candles currently right now. It's still just settling. 9:30 just happened, first 10 minutes. Okay. MX, look in the FX group. You can see my US 30 trade. Took a screenshot. Okay, 1 second left. Okay, they tried to sink it here. All right. Let's see if now they're going to see. They're trying a little bit of bullish bounce here. Okay. Let's see what's going on right now. No, it's the 200 moving average mixed with the 9. Okay. Okay, so US 30, I believe, is flipping going bullish. Okay, that's why gold is potentially starting to fall here. All right. Look at that huge push up, guys. Huge push. Okay. 10 pip stop loss. Remember this. All right. If you need to have a wider stop loss because you're using smaller lots, you can do so at will. Okay. But I'm just putting it right there based on, like I said, good 10 pip stop loss, 20 pips. If you like to do that, it's completely up to you. If you're moving your stop loss to break even, that's how you can do it too. Okay. Your stop loss is going to be depending on you. All right. And your trade account. Okay. I just want to check out US 30. It's 941. You can see gold is trying to break down. It's gonna have. It's not just gonna fall like tank. Okay, it's gonna have a little bit of bounce before making its next continuation down. You can start to see it starting to form a little bit of a bottom tail here. But just remember, it's not gonna just sink. All right, it's gonna have a little bounce similar to how it's been doing here. All right, I just want to check out US 30 for one quick second here. I think we're getting a little bit of a bounce. Okay, so we did not. Okay, US 30 tried to go up. Okay, you see how they pushed it up here? Now they held below this 9. All right, keep this in mind. All right, you can see it's trying to push up here. This wick is above this previous wick, and then they push it all the way up right around here. So they're starting to trade in around 358 area. So the next candle, guys, the next candle 945, we can start to look at doing something around that time. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes left here. Okay, 2 minutes, guys. Let's check out this folders for one quick second here. See how this news has dropped. Okay, so US news was bearish. I know it's not like red folder or orange folder, all right, but you can see it's bearish. Let's check out our DXY right now. Okay, look at DXY. Okay, so remember, inverse head and shoulder. If you guys were watching from the initial call, remember, okay, shoulder, head, shoulder, and it's had a continuation movement. I can go back and watch the video. I mentioned that this was a nice key target area, and then that they would probably push it to the moving average. And the reason why I said this, okay, is because I use 94 as like my overall target. You can see it's the only yellow one there. All right. I use this because a lot of times price has been drawn to it as of late. All right. So just keep this in mind. Okay. If it doesn't break above the 200, all right, it's going to obviously continue to sink below. All right. So just keep in mind that right now they're still closing it below the 200. All right. Closing it below. There's still about 53 seconds left here. All right. So that, oh, sorry, wrong one. Okay, so US 30 is still selling off here. This is the 940, 945 candles coming in 30 seconds. Okay, so if it starts to, it's drawn to the 200. All right, if it's going to continue to sink, it's going to break through here, and it's going to then obviously just fall. Right, we do have nice support forming. Guys, don't worry, with the delay we'll switch over to like I said, Zoom for all of our members as soon as our app is done, and then we won't have much of a delay at all. There's about 7 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds. Okay. Okay, so here's that new candle. Okay, you can see 945. They're opening it right at the 200, right at the 200. Okay, so this option for buying was done. Same with this one. They didn't even make it above there. Okay, didn't even make it above. All right, you can see it starting to sell here. All right. So this is a very tricky area. Okay, anytime it's been around the 200, it has head fakes. Like it does. It head fakes you to the point where it can confuse you. All right, so you just got to make sure you understand that if it's going to sink like it's currently doing, you know what I mean, it's continuing the overall trend. All right. Okay, guys, gold would have hit, I'm pretty sure, the stop loss. All right, for 10 pips. Okay, so we did hit a stop loss on gold just because US 30 is continuing to tank. All right. Okay, gold is going very bullish. I'm just watching it on my other computer here. Okay, so 10 pip stop loss negative, you would have been out of gold. All right. Okay, so 3 minutes and 44 seconds here. It's still holding below the 200. All right, still holding. You can see that it's overall maybe drawn to this consolidation area right down here. All right. Okay, they tried to make a bottom here. Now they're pushing it right back up, holding above this overall 200. All right, trying to close it below now. Okay, you can see, remember I told you around the 200 they play tricks on you. Okay. Okay, so here we go, guys. Okay, so here's at 945. You can see, remember, we have some potential reversal. So I said, just be patient with it. We'll see if we're going to get our move on US 30. Okay, it's trying to push up. It did not close below the 200. All right, now we're making our way up. There's about 2 minutes left. All right, so this is why 945. I did mention 15 minutes after. It's important to wait until this time. All right, because if you're in sells now, you're starting to get negated in terms of buyers starting to come in. All right. And the markets, like I said, today, from what we're trading and what we're watching, it's very erratic, very erratic behavior. All right. So there's not much you can do, guys. About 10 more minutes. We're only going to go to about 10 o'clock. All right. Okay. Indecision right now. Remember, I told you around the 200. If it still continues to break, guys, you can see where in terms of price where it's at. Okay. Pretty oversold. Okay. Huge selling pressure here now dipping. That's why you might get this little push in terms of continuation, but eventually it's going to have your pullback. Okay, maybe a retest of the 200 before it's having a continuation. All right. Yes, gold hit stop loss, guys. It blew right past your stop loss. Did not even continue to sell. All right. Okay, so US 30 is still falling, guys. Okay. If you guys wondering what I did, I sent it to the free FX group. I hammered sells right at around 9, a little bit earlier than 9:38. Okay. Okay, here's your retest on US 30, guys. All right, keep this in mind. It's heavily oversold. All right. So if it's going to have a continuation, it's got to break above here, have a wick, and then a continuation in the sell. If not, it's going to break, hold above the overall 200, and then you're going to start to see a continuation in terms of the walk. All right. Okay, so if we're looking at US 30, guys, I think we're going to get a little reversal here. All right. We're very oversold. Okay. This is the stop loss. Remember on US 30, this is the stop loss right here. Okay. Remember this. Keep this in mind. Okay. A mill. Okay, that's a good question. Said, need your advice. I have studied all I need about the Forex that I still lose money every day. Please, what do I do? Okay. What I think you should do is probably go on a demo account with the highest spreads possible. All right. With the highest spreads possible and see if now you can, if you can grab pretty much your pips. And if not, like I said, keep practicing on a demo. Okay. It's mental game, guys. This is all about mental game. Absolutely. Okay. The only opportunity for buying right here, if it gets rejected, it's just selling here. Okay. Guys, it's been a good call so far. We're going to stay for 8 minutes. A lot of dislikes today. I think a lot of people maybe jumped the gun, and you know what I mean. I think a lot of had to do with gold. So we'll make it back. We'll come back tomorrow and stuff like that. It would be good. But guys, like I said, if you guys are not New York traders and you don't understand this, I can't be more open and honest with you. Use a demo account. Okay. More experienced traders, they use this. For not intraday trading, you know what I mean? That's what you're leading into. Okay. So make sure you're up, practicing on your demo accounts. Make sure you're not over leveraging. You know, if you didn't take any trades, if you didn't take any trades, that's okay. You're just watching, no problem. All right. Just keep this in mind that, you know what I mean? If you're getting burned consistently, you got to ask yourself, why am I not using a demo account till I become consistent? All right. So that's just my 2 cents. If you guys want to continue to do that in terms of practicing on your own personal, that's totally up to you. But like I said, if you're going to do that, I would use very small lot sizes until you can get a consistent strategy. Okay. So, and guys, if you have any questions, like I said, we do have a trading, like I said, group that is it's doing really well so far. Stocksnevertrading.com. I know there's probably some people that are new here. Just give me a couple minutes, and I'm going to go back and chart and finish up US 30 and gold. Okay, so we have the monthly here. It's four Zooms per week. Okay, three London sessions. The four are with Tokyo. So 4 Tokyo, 3 Londons. We do 2 webinars. All right. We give trade ideas per day, roughly 2 to 3, depending on the market. All right, depending on the market. All right, depending on the market. So for you guys just messaging us asking for signals, that's not what we do. All right, trust me, anything can happen on a signal, and I'm sure a lot of people have been burned by these types of groups. All right, there's nothing wrong with it, but make sure you understand you want someone giving you, like I said, full charting and different things like that. All right, so we have a group in the back too with, like I said, some made, like I said, programs. We do weekly webinars that are recorded and uploaded to the website as well, and we send you Tokyo and London pretty much the next day of every single day. All right. We have a tax consulting thing coming very soon. We'll let you guys know about that. If you guys have any other questions, just scroll down to the bottom of the page. Just join, like I said, our social media here. Guys, this is what I wanted to show you about this, guys. This Telegram right here, okay? This Telegram right here is the real one. There's scammers out there, guys. Like I'm telling you, as soon as we get the app, they're all going to be exposed and they're all going to be, it is what it is. And we're going to, you know what I mean? We can send things to them that they're going to get in trouble with, all right? This is our broker of choice. Okay, so keep this in mind. We use Fusion Markets. It's very low spreads. The only thing is they don't let US or Ontario clients in terms of Canada, all right? And if you're wondering about how to get some blogs and stuff like that, join our newsletter, guys, all right? Just keep this in mind. We're just going to send you some of this stuff right over here, okay, in terms of our blog section. Good free information they'll be sending you. We're going to get back on this train. Like I said, we've been a little bit busy lately just because of everything that's going on. So, okay, and then obviously the membership here. If you guys want to do PayPal and stuff like that, we can do that. It's completely up to you. Like I said, just message us before and we can get you set up. Okay. The one-on-one trading consulting, guys, this is actually getting really busy for us. So we're booking into 2-3 weeks ahead of time. It's a lot, and especially what we get. We record these sessions for you and give them back. Okay. All right. We do live trading with the members. Like I said, we do 4 sessions a week, Tokyo, 3 Londons, and it's a little bit different, guys. When I go in Tokyo and stuff like that, and we go in London, we can be more ourselves. On YouTube, like I said, we have to make sure we uphold the, the proper guidelines, right? And why we go YouTube live is just to pay it forward for everyone. Like I said, free trading is good. You can see what we do and stuff like that. So you can check it out. But if you want a group that's saying completely buy or sell, you know what I mean, giving you different stuff, it's not really for that, okay? We're more of like trying to work together, trying to grow together, all right? So you can see now with US 30, all right, it made a nice little bullish engulfing candlestick bounce right above the 200, but it's still getting rejected below the 9, all right? And now we're starting to push up, and we're trying to test this 9 right here. Okay, if it starts to break, guys, like I said, we have the opportunity right here, 35379. Okay, for a continuation. Let's check out our gold. Very, very dirty gold lately. Oh, look at this. Do you see how gold is dirty? You know what I mean? There's nothing that anyone could do. Like it's actually going right back into it now. You know what I mean? 1777.5. You can see it's trying to sell off now. All right. So if you guys got dipped out of here and got a hit stop loss hit, if you're still looking to trade it, same thing can kind of happen. You're looking for the selling pressure. Overall, bearish engulfing candlestick, sideways consolidative structure, bearish continuation. You had the retest, which would have just been knocking you out of your stop loss. And then you actually have the potential key continuation for gold, potentially for the selling pressure. If you didn't get on it, guys, don't worry, it's still there. This thing could form maybe a double bottom before making its way up. All right. So just keep that in mind. Guys, check the free FX group. If you ask me about trades again, it's going to drives us nuts, okay? So, but it's up to you guys if you want to believe it or not. It doesn't really matter to me, okay? So tomorrow, guys, same thing. We're probably going to start a little bit early. All right, we'll probably do around maybe 7:30 again, okay, before getting into some, and we might go a little bit longer, okay? You can see how gold is now finally starting to hit TP. All right. See if it's going to hit 1775. Because I just want to show you guys tomorrow we do have nice news coming in. 8:30 we have some Canadian news. 10:30 we have crude oil. Okay, so this would be a good folder to watch. All right, but there's no real U.S. orange or red folders. All right. Okay. So guys, let's check out US 30 once. Gold, you can see if you didn't end up taking it again, that's totally fine, but it's starting to get a bottom wick here, okay? And then there's US 30. The trade that we're looking for is obviously up here, okay? So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Like I said, for the guys who disliked, I completely understand. Gold was a little bit erratic today. If you guys have feedback, everyone tries to like dislike, but they never send us feedback, all right? If you guys want to, it'd be great. And yeah. Hope everyone had, like I said, a good call. We'll resume tomorrow. If we change any plans, we'll send you an update, okay? But thank you so much, guys. I hope everyone had a good call. Looking forward to tomorrow. Get some rest today and hope everyone has a good trading day. All right? All right, guys. Later.